Commander Blood from Mindscape is the long-overdue sequel to 1988's Captain Blood, which was one of the first computer games to feature EGA graphics.
This new game takes place in more or less the same galaxy as its predecessor. If you've never heard of Captain Blood, I'm glad to tell you it doesn't matter even remotely. It won't even slow you down.
Simply said, I've never played an adventure game that pulled me in like this one. It's a downright mind-blower.
Well, the actual gameplay may not be the most innovative thing in the universe, but the presentation is incredible. It's like a cross between Star Wars, Yellow Submarine, and The Muppet Show.
You are Commander Blood, an android in search of the truth. The big truth, with a capital T.
You mean a final end to the less filling tastes great controversy?
Among other things. Your boss, Bob Morlock, is the universe's oldest being, and he's so into keeping that title that he stays in cryogenic suspension and only lets people wake him for 20 minutes each year so he can blow out the candles on his birthday cake.
But Bob would like to know the ultimate truth, and he has hired you to help him. Just take him in a spaceship through enough black holes to travel back in time to the Big Bang. How difficult can that be?
For all the research the Bob man has done, you still know pitifully little about the galaxy and its inhabitants. Fortunately, you have a ridiculously vast spaceship, a universal translator, and a computer named Honk, not to mention the wisdom of Bob, if you dare to wake him up.
Using these simple tools, you zip and zap all over the cosmos, visiting every planet you hear about and chatting with the local yokels, who can tell you all sorts of useful things.
You've probably noticed by now that the graphics are a bit unorthodox.
That's because most of the aliens are created with puppets and rotoscoping. The visuals are combined with various odd sounds to represent the alien language and a text translation. The result is hilariously funny.
It's also truly international. The game was created in France by Cryo and Microfollies, and they wisely decided not to use any digitized speech through the whole game. All they had to do to create an English version is replace the text files that run across the screen.
Commander Blood is also nicely set up for players who are not used to adventure gaming. Your onboard computer, Honk, is more than happy to provide timely hints.
But there's an interesting price to pay for this assistance. Every hint costs you 3 units of an energetic element called bionium, and you can't just run down to the corner to get some.
Brace yourself, people, this part is really weird.
This is Cyberspace. You navigate in 3 dimensions by pointing the blue hand with the mouse. You're trying to catch one of these critters on your finger. Then you avoid the more aggressive critters that resent you upsetting their balance of nature, and you take that captured critter over to these here cyberspace manta rays.
You have to get underneath the manta and shove the critter into its mouth. This is challenging and a little disgusting, but it gives you a unit of bionium in the end.
So you pay for getting your adventure game hits by playing a fun arcade game for a while instead. Ooh, slap me on the wrist again, Judge. I deserve it.
Supposedly, you're constantly on the lookout for clues to the locations of black holes. But you are a droid with a short attention span, and you soon find yourself involved in some pretty diverse activities.
Let's see. You pursue an intergalactic shopping mall, save the inhabitants of a desert planet from starving, go drag racing in outer space, and help a rock band get together.
Not to mention getting cursed by an ancient mummy. And you know, nobody tells you this about mummies' curses, but they completely wreck your television reception.
Yes, television. You don't expect a robot to just sit up in a spaceship all day without some entertainment, do you? From the game's beginning, you are watching the tube.
But don't feel too bad. You can actually get some important game clues from your time as a couch potato.
It's hard to properly explain the hypnotic power of this game. Don't start playing if you have to be somewhere in half an hour, or the rest of the day.
The alien encounters are great fun, the music is the best thing I've heard in a game since Tempest 2000, the transitions are amazingly smooth and psychedelic.
Basically, Commander Blood is an awesome piece of work. It's almost like watching MTV, except this is actually fun.